Hey, I may be a little out of practice for this. Good afternoon, everybody. I uh I have not streamed in like almost 3 weeks. It has been who's a good girl? Cedra smiles knowing it's her. Thank you, thank you. God, yeah, again, I haven't been live in like 19 days. Uh I've been having a very rough time lately. And some of you who are like in the MSFI server might already know this, but like I'm gonna try and like keep things really simple, because I don't want to get into it. But basically on Easter, I got in a fight with Joey, with Wraith, and it's pretty much entirely my fault. But as a result, we just haven't really been speaking to each other, and I've been like super depressed. I ended up checking into like a mental health like crisis center for a while, and I was not there the whole time I was supposed to be because like I remember waking up at like 3 a.m. and just feeling like utter garbage because like I had to wait like 2 hours worth of screening just to get in, and like by the time I was already in, everybody was asleep, so I just had to like turn in and like sleep on the like plastic mattress. It was so uncomfortable, and there was snoring and people like getting up all the like constantly. I woke up at like 3 a.m. and I was just like, this is a mistake. I shouldn't be here. I want to be home. I want to have my cats. Uh, but I don't want to be too much of a downer. Again, I don't really want to touch on the drama very much. I've just missed streaming for a while. Cause like on Easter, uh, I was actually feeling good enough. As someone who's been in 5 or 6 mental crisis centers, they suck absolute ass. Yeah, I just woke up. Like there was a therapist awake. I just sort of like talked to him for a bit, and then I just like begged to be released, and they did. They actually drove me home. I've only been to a crisis center once in my life so far. Yeah, it's not fun. I was just like, I'm gonna be here for 3 days. I'm not going to have any social contact outside of this place. The only saving grace about them is that they're at least halfway decent food. Like about that, they told me that I'd be eating like primarily just like cereal and coffee or whatever, and like the only other things there were like actually I don't even know because I was not there. That's bullshit. I showed up and nobody even knew I was there because I went to sleep and I woke up. I went to sleep after everybody else and I woke up before everybody else, and, and then I was just out of there. And I'm not really like that upset about it because I've been having like again I was feeling like really 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 bad, and I had my roommate convinced me to give it a shot, and I wasn't really expecting very much out of it. I was expecting it to be like at least somewhat better than stewing in my own like depression, but like honestly, I think it just cheered me up just because I got to go home early. It's just like I did not want to be there. And it's voluntary, so I was not forced to be there. Anyway, um, just know that I do not hold anything against Wraith. I think we're still friends, but right now we're just in kind of a rough patch, and all things considered, we will probably be doing like somewhat better as we just just if you know us, just I'm gonna have to ask you to just like keep hands off the situation and just give us some time because again, time heals all wounds, and while things might not be great now, we're probably going to get through it. Again, it's like my fault we got into the fight in the first place. Deploying triple chocolate cake. That would be nice. That would be very nice. I just had some dino nuggies. Also, over my break, I got my second paycheck from Twitch. So I have to thank all my subscribers again. Thank you very much. It feels very good to get that when I do not currently have employment, so Yay! I get to buy like 3 extra pizzas or something. I don't know. I like it. I'm happy. I'm very glad to be able to make some money off of this because it's just sort of like a nice thing to do. And that's why I've missed it so much. I've just sort of like been avoiding the community. Anyway, as far as like what I did to Joey and Allie, I was just sort of like basically I just made a dirty joke and it made her uncomfortable. And as a result, I just wanted to like take a step back because I sort of like felt guilty representing Legion for a while. Uh, on that note, for this stream, and I guess until further notice, the balloon redeem is disabled. I just kind of like don't really want to encourage that behavior right now. I hope you get employment again at some point. I kind of don't want to. I've been learning to draw. I actually made a couple pictures of Cedra recently, and also like an image for Graph for his birthday. But like I have not drawn anything in like 2 weeks, and like I wanted to draw something yesterday, but I just sort of like sat there and stared at my sketchbook again. I fell into that paralysis, that feeling of like, oh God, what do I do? I'm such a bad artist. I'm not gonna get anything done. But that sort of resulted in like, fine, it happens. I know. But it's just like I kind of don't want to draw Cedra right now, but I also don't really want to do many of my like OCs at the moment. So I kind of just like stared at it, just like, oh God, I gotta do something with this, but I didn't do it. I have like feelings about what happened, especially in relation to my own art, because like again, I really don't want to get into the like personal friend drama. Could always just draw an apple. I had considered drawing some like actual objects because that's something that I don't do very often. I tend to like mostly want to stick to actual like human anatomy because I want to be able to draw like frankly speaking, I just want to draw sexy girls. Sexy girls. Anyway, you might also notice that we now have an icon for the mana crystals. I kind of just threw it up right threw it I kind of just threw it together right before the stream. I think they're all right. I had to ask Wraith a while ago, like, what exactly they look like, and he said that they were, like, glowing aquarium gravel. Try warming up with drawing simple shapes. Yeah, I mean, it's an option. I'm not really... I mean, I'll probably draw sometime later, but I'm just not really feeling it right now. I just sort of want to, like, come back and have, like, a quick chat with you guys. Also, I probably should have played some music. I don't really have, like... I need to make stream-safe playlists. Also, it would help if I were to, for example, I do want to like try and set up like an audio splitter so that when I am streaming, I can. Your voice is at least nice to hear. I'm very happy to hear that. If it helps you feel better, I checked on Joey and Allie, and I've helped Allie feel better. I do want to continue helping her. Okay, thank you. But again, this is like really personal drama, and I would prefer that nobody else get involved. Especially considering, like, I brought up earlier in the server that I was feeling bad, and Joey was just like, oh, oh. Oh." I don't really like how he reacted, but, like, I can't really blame him for feeling that way. In any case, again, I'm not going to touch on that too much while I'm here, because it's kind of, frankly, unprofessional. Nobody is happy when anyone fights with their friends. That's kind of just how it is. I don't know if I'm gonna be, like, social in Discord, after this. I just sort of want to, like, have a stream up because again I've missed streaming. I have missed streaming so much. Well, I felt good coming home from the party on Easter, and I wanted to do like a VR chat stream because I hadn't done one of those in a long time. And as soon as I got home, I got the message that I had like hurt my friends, and I was just like absolutely devastated. And the problem is less that I like And the problem is less that I hurt them and more than I was just, like, completely unapologetic afterwards. Because I had just gotten annoyed. But again, I think that's the last I'm gonna talk about it. Point is, I fucked up bad, and I want to... I mean, I don't really have very much other recourse than to make amends for it. But again, that's just going to take time. New topic, Deep Rock Galactic is peak. I have been wanting to come back to Deep Rock, but every time I felt in the mood for it, I'm just like, oh yeah, I should stream that, and then I just forget to stream it. I'm wanting to, like, branch out my stream a bit more, too. I just want to, like, do some other stuff. But, God, I really need to finish the games that I have been streaming. I'm finally getting the mood to stream Elden Ring, but again, I kind of want to finish Oblivion first, because, like, having two open-world games just overlapping like that is crazy. As far as, like, other stuff that I've been doing, if you have an Xbox account with Deep Rock Galactic, I'll be interested in joining. I don't have an Xbox account. Actually, I probably do. Managed to beat Space Marine 1. Nice, I've been meaning to play that sometime. Excuse me. Mm, I just had some Dino Nuggies, so... I probably do have an Xbox account, but I have Deep Rock on Steam, so that's probably not going to be a problem. Anyway, I guess this sort of concludes this Yap session, because I just sort of wanted to, like, update you on where exactly I've been and, like, what I've been doing and why I've been AWOL for the past, like, 3 weeks. Because, like, I hadn't streamed for a week before Easter. Hi, Seti, I missed you. Thank you! I just talked about why I've been gone. Uh, so, I've lost my train of thought. Um, where was I? Yeah, I can't remember what I was just talking about. The final fight is an utter headache. I imagine. Something rock and stone. I I was just talking about my stream schedule. Oh, right. Yeah. So, on Easter, I had come down the hill, and I was feeling, like, really good, and I wanted to stream then. And that was, like, 7 days? That was, like, a week after my last stream, so already I was, like, not having a really consistent time. Because up until that point, I had, like, a completely broken sleep schedule. I was waking up at, like, 8 PM again, and I hate doing that. But, I fixed it. I fixed it by Easter, and I have not felt like streaming since then. In any case, again, I think that's the end of the app session. I'm going to get into the game.